Yeah, we also got Joe Budden, one. I think he's one of the Podfathers at this point. But he recently, I'm gonna use quotations, leaked that he was making about $1 million a month through Patreon. Those were his numbers. And so now weeks following, whose article was it with New York Times or LA Times?
Mm-hmm. Joe Budden did an interview, sit down with New York Times, where he announced that he was on track to make $20 million this year, averaging about $1 million a month exclusively through Patreon. So that was a big story, this morning, because he's one of like the independent type of podcasters who really like created a lane for himself, and $20 million based off of just podcasting is huge.
Insane.
Yeah.
Like that's a big accomplishment. And it took him a lot further than like music honestly ever could. So I think it's super dope that he found that lane. And I love that he shared the sauce and shared the recipe, because I think if anything, it's like an inspiration to other content creators out there that like, this is a lane, like it's possible. Here's how you do it independently. Because a lot of other like shows, networks, they have to split ad revenue with networks, like you have to get brand deals and that kind of stuff. And it's hard to do it independently and like really be successful at it. Yeah. So I love that he did that.
What do you think the key ingredients are to like making him pop the way that he did? I know what I think, but I want to know what you guys think. Like, what do you think it is that makes, like, how is he making $1 million a month? I know the business models, DTC, direct to consumer, I get it. But like, what do you think, like, what is it? Say it again?
Timing.
Timing? Why do you say that?
I think he started in the right place at the right time. I think that starts it.
I disagree a little bit. Well, I'm not gonna say I disagree, but
no, it's
you're
a
right.
Component. It's a component.
But do you think that's like, what's the most impactful ingredient?
I think it's a combination of all the right things and consistency over time.
For sure.
Because you have to have the combination, I think, in order for it to work. And like, honestly, he's been doing this for so long that like they have perfected their craft, like they have figured out the formula to where they know like the success of the platform and how to best utilize it. And I think it is just those factors, being consistent with it, like having good episodes, having good content, having the right moments, but also like really putting in the work to perfect the craft and like know their shit, and build an audience who they have relationships with so that people feel like they know them, and they have that fan base for that reason who's like dedicated.
Piggyback off that, it's like, I think he just authentic. Like he's Joe Budden. Like you going to see Joe Budden. Like you could hear people talk all day long, but you're going to watch Joe Budden. That's why you clicking up. And I think that's why he's so successful, because he always been authentic. He always been himself. He always been true. He said what he want to say. So I think that's why he's just so big, because it's like, like we trying to see you. You know what I'm saying?
On that real quick, I think authenticity is probably like the biggest factor, because the most successful podcasters that I know, I feel like it is their personality. Like they don't change off camera versus on camera. Like their takes are what their real life like opinions, and it's pretty much like what you see is what you get. Yeah. And I feel that way with Joe. It's like he really just be on there, talking about some shit, but his opinions are interesting. He knows what he's talking about because he has industry knowledge and experience. But like, I don't know, his takes, they're funny, like the authenticity. Yeah.
I think the biggest thing, at least what I'm drawn to, is like, I feel like he bats at, well, one thing I want to say before I say that is I think the supporting cast around it plays a big part.
Oh, yeah.
For sure. You know what I mean? I think Ish, Ice, I think, what do you got? Limery, is that his name? Mel, Limery. Like, he's created this, all of their opinions are like great. And I think obviously he's the glue. But for me, the thing that stands out is like, he's willing to bat at the highest level. And I think like we pay attention to like, oh, he's a genius. He makes $1 million a month. But like, I look at, do you remember when he was chasing those Drake fans?
Yeah.
When he was fighting the Migos.
Yeah.
Like, he comes on a pod and tells stories about how dudes have punched him in the face and he slipped and falled. And I think it goes a little bit into the authenticity.
Yeah.
But I think like the drama of it all is what brings people in glued to it.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like, he's at bat with Drake, the artist.
That's him though. I feel like he is drama. Like he don't care. Like that's just him though. Like some people like work to become that. Some people like try to do something that they are not.
Yeah.
That's him. Like, and he don't care. Like,
because people really value his opinion. Like
Yeah.
his opinion really carries weight. And that's why, to speak to the Drake thing that you were saying, like Drake was butthurt when, Joe said what he had to say about certain things because he was keeping it real and honest. And it's like, why does Joe's opinion carry so much weight? Why is it valuable in that way? And I think that's one thing that differentiates like whose opinion is valuable in this space, because like some people just talk shit and they could have the same opinion as Joe or whatever, but does it carry that same weight? No, why not? And I think that's where it's like, is it an it factor or is it like something bigger that is like about Joe that people like? Because, they say that the way to really become famous or successful, whatever it is, people either need to love you, they need to hate you, or they need to be talking about you.
They have to feel something.
They have to feel something.
For sure. I mean, I definitely like it. I love it. I think the business model that he chose it's so crazy because I feel like people are like, oh, I don't think he's genius for the business model. I think the business, like Anton Daniels has his business model. It's the same business model that streamers use. Like you're paying a subscription per month. If I can get 10,000 people to pay me $50 a month, that's what Netflix does. To me, that's not genius. What's genius is, or the relentlessness that he had to like hold it out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To like, a $22 million deal over 2 years was on the table and you said no. Like that is the genius. Like you really had the wherewithal to say like, no, I'm worth more than that.
Yeah.
And so I'm proud of Joe, man. I think it's dope. I think it's hella dope.
Yeah.
I think it's hella dope. He stuck it out and he made it work.
It's so great to see the growth too, because I think there was that the Spotify deal that was on the table? Yeah.
It was $44 million over 2 years.
Okay, yeah. That is crazy to like turn down that number. You have to have like so much vision to see like what's next.
How do you guys think that Rory and Maul feel?
I don't know. It kind of ended bad, so I don't really know.
Them niggas is hot.
You think they hot?
Yes, nigga. What, bro? Because they really was there like through the halfway point, and then it was just ended. And now he got a whole new cast with a whole new.
And it worked. I didn't think it was gonna work like that, but it did work for him. It did work.
Worked to a T.
So they probably are like, damn. But once I don't fuck with a nigga, bro, I don't fuck with you, bro. I don't give a fuck what you got going on. I don't care what you got going. Like you could eat, but I'm gonna try to eat too. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's like I don't want to eat with you at all. So you could get your 44 million or whatever you offering, but I do not want to eat with you.
All right, let's say
I'm cool.
Would you consider yourself a part of this pod?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's say we do this for another year. No, another 2 years. Let's put some skin in the game. We get a little tiny disagreement. Me and Tyler like, you out of here.
Yeah,
You out of here. You making 1,000 a week. Like, yeah, you out of here. Another year go by, me and Tyler like 50 band. No, fuck 50. We making $1 million a month. You like, nigga, fuck them. Nigga, you ain't finna be like,
okay, see that and that.
It's real hate, nigga.
Okay.
Bro, and not even a year. Them niggas had a pod for like 5 years.
It's like, how am I doing though? Like, am I successful?
I don't.
Because I feel like Mal and them, I think they Mal were really kind of successful.
They're successful. They
that's what I'm saying.
They went on tour for their podcast. They have moments as well.
Yeah, they do have moments. He close to Drake.
They have moments as well.
They have moments. Fair.
But you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's really just hating at that point. So if you are just sitting there,
yes.
But that's what I'm saying, bro. I'm just not that guy, bro. I'm not that guy, bro. And especially if I don't rock with you, like, bro, you can have whatever you got going on. That's just what it is. As long as I'm successful, as long as I'm doing me, I'm cool.
Yo, if a nigga fired me and he making $1 million a month and it's a group of girls talking, I'm hating on that nigga.
It's gonna make me more hungry, bro. I'll be more hungry.
Yeah, if anything, I think people can take lessons, take notes from this, because at the end of the day, like, this is somebody who had made a lane for themselves in a space that is completely foreign, completely new. There was no roadmap. That means it's possible for anybody to do that. So shout out to everybody who's hungry for that and like working towards that. Is not easy, but it's possible. And I think that's like a light at the end of the tunnel to know, like, all right, like there is money to be made.
Yeah.
And I like that he was just transparent about it, you know?
What I'm most proud of though is like, cause I see, so I use Anton Daniels, for example. Like he does like these like live streams and he'll teach financial literacy. He has 17,000 subscribers at whatever their number is, $12. He's making a lot of money. Mm-hmm. I'm always big on media companies having value add. Like what is it that you, like if you subscribe to something, they give you something tangible. They're subscribing straight for the content. Yeah. I think that's where I'm like, that's a testament to how good the content is.
Yeah.
That's
because it's like you already get 2 episodes free a week, you know?
Yeah.
So like the fact that you have more content that you want to purchase or like you want to know just because, I think that's what's crazy to me.
I subscribed for like 2 months. I did.
And the crazy part is you're going to see like the biggest clips like later on, like anyway, like wherever the biggest clip is, you're going to see it. Bro. But that means you so invested, you like, I got to see this whole episode. I got to do it.
Do you watch the pod?
What?
The Joe Budden pod?
Mm-mm.
Nigga, that shit is phenomenal. I used to like sit down and like my shorty like used to watch that. I used to make her watch that shit. Is fun. It's really good, bro. They're really.
But I mean, of course, it gotta be like
they're really good.
They doing so good. Like
yeah.
It gotta be.
It's perfect.